What up, what up? You already know it's your boy AB here doing another video for y'all. So I know it's been a while since I've done a video or done any content, but let me tell you, a lot of things have been happening. A lot of things been going on. It's really hard for us right now, staying busy and making money and a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm just want to chat it up with y'all, talk to y'all, let y'all know what's been going on, catch up a little something, something. I just want to know, do y'all believe in UFOs? Do y'all believe in aliens? Because I've been seeing a lot of weird stuff in the sky lately. And like today I want to talk to y'all about like conspiracy theory stuff and just see what everybody's talking about or checking out here. It's been really weird in the sky lately, like so pretty much like I moved into my house in June. It'll be like almost a year now that I lived here. And I pretty much normal, go to work, come home every day, go to the store and stuff. One day I'm going outside to the store, um, and I had lost my clicker in my garage. So I had to like open the garage, let my car out, and then shut my garage and go out through my front door or whatever just to get out the house and lock the door. So pretty much, I come out my front door and like something in the sky kind of caught my eye. It was just really bright light in the sky, and it just caught my eye, and I was like, "Damn, what is that?" So I pulled out my phone because I didn't have no binoculars or nothing. I pull out my phone and sure enough, I zoom in and I see this thing and it's changing colors and it's spinning really, really fast. So I'm like, what is that? Like, so I'm like looking at it, like I got my phone, like, and I'm like, what? Like, what is that? Like what is that? And I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Pretty much, I zoom in all the way on this video, and whew, boy, oh boy, was I in for a surprise. This thing was huge, and it was spinning. Like, I'm talking about, like, spinning, spinning, heavy in the sky. So, I'm going to show you a few videos. I'll show you, like, the first videos I have of it, so you can kind of see. Look, this is the UFO right above my house. It's changing colors. It's spinning really fast. Now, it's got hear like me a out. Triangle shape inside of it, but it's spinning so fast. I'm gonna zoom into the video. You can barely see it, but it has like 3 spikes coming out the side, like if it has a triangle shape in it. And it is spinning and changing colors crazy. Look at this shit. Oh shit. So shit is getting closer. As I zoom into so the video, too. You can clearly see it's changing colors. Not only do you see it's changing colors, it's spinning rapidly. Look, it's right there, like literally. You can see that this thing is bright in the sky. And it's just basically like, I don't know, it's pretty crazy. So I'm like, wow, like, you don't see UFOs that often. We don't see aliens and UFOs that often in the sky. So, you think you caught a little glimpse of it or whatever. And, you're like, life moves on. So I'm thinking like, yo, it's nothing. Ain't no, we saw the UFO. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. Damn, I can't even keep this thing lit. So basically, a couple nights ago, I'm outside with my boy, and I'm telling him like, hey man, if it's a clear night out, might be able to see some UFOs. Let's go look. So We go outside and we look, and sure enough, we see a couple changing color balls glowing around and stuff like that. Now, mind you, we're not high, we're not smoking, we're not doing none of this stuff. I'm sober most of the day. I don't do drugs. I barely smoke weed. It's just like one of those things, where we're just going out to get food and stuff. So, let me show you the new video of this thing. Now, I'm thinking I see 2, 3 glowing balls in the air. It ain't nothing. I'm thinking it's nothing. But then I start seeing a big something. Let me play this video. Look at this one. So this is one ship right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Oh shit. There's 2 other ones. Yo, bro. Bro, there's 2 other ships flying by. Yo, bro, what is this? Then you see more. Yo, bro, there's more. Bro. No. Oh my goodness. Are they spinning? Bro. Are they spinning? There's a lot of them. You gotta really be looking. They moving. Holy shit. Are they coming for us? Now, this is right above my house. This is literally right above my house. Like, I am a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a little, like, should this be happening? I'm like, what is going on here? Like, so, I just want to know if any of y'all seen any UFOs like that flying above your house or anything like that has happened to y'all. I do believe in UFOs. I do believe in aliens. And the crazy thing is that this is the thing. Look, they say through my research of UFOs and aliens, let's talk about like the main things that we're scared of. Number one, I say we're all scared of death. We don't know what death is. We don't know what it brings. We don't know what's on the other side. We're all scared of death. So the second mystery, I would say, is why we're alive. And then the third mystery will be the ocean. You know what I mean? So we have 3 different mysteries, right? Now, aliens, through my research, and if these people who are alien enthusiasts or UFO enthusiasts or have been in contact or abducted by aliens or UFOs, they've had conversation, they've worked with UFOs, the government is now telling us that they know about these things and all this stuff. So who's to say how long they known about all this and all that? But let me tell you, it is scary to think that there is another life out there. But let's talk about what they think about us. They think that we're just cattle. They think that we're just like cows and monkeys and gorillas and all that. Now, they also say that, now this is through my own personal research of UFOs and aliens and the whole background behind it. Aliens look at us as cattle. They look at us as like a species, that lives on this earth. They don't look at us as humans or intelligence, because we're not intelligent enough, right? So they look at us as cattle. Now, you got, let's just say they coming from a different dimension, right? They're coming from a different dimension or they're coming from other planets. So let's just say that, right? These UFOs that are coming from different planets or different dimensions, so to speak, they're saying that we're the only planet that has the most species on it. Like, we're the only planet that has, ants, birds, flies, mosquitoes, insects, humans, monkeys, all types of stuff, we're the only planet and the only species that has all these things, and we live together on Earth. We're the only species that is doing this right now, so according to the aliens, right? We're the only planet that has this going on right now, right? That's one. And number two, let's talk about the death. We're scared of death. So when we meet somebody that's smarter than us and that has more intelligence than us, or maybe even been here longer than us, we ask them, what happens when we die? Their response was, we don't really die. We have an option of coming back. Our energy and our souls travel all through the universe. And we're basically like can enter into a vessel. Now, hear me out, right? I feel like this shit gets so deep. So you got, let's just say we die and we go, our energy and our consciousness is out of our body. And we want to come back, so to speak. You know, like reincarnation and the Egyptians, they used to mummify the body. Now, I feel like we can only come back when it's the right vessel for us. That's how I feel. I feel like we can only come back when the vessel that's made for us or properly built for us is available. Now, if we do come back and do say we're not waiting for that, we want to come back now, we might come back into our body, our old body, our original bodies that we know of. And if that happens, we might wake up in a cemetery or in a grave or something. You know what I mean? Like we might, and that brings it to Land of the Walking Dead, where there might be a place where souls are trapped right now, and when they get the opportunity to get out, they're gonna come back into their old original bodies. Now that's one theory. Another theory too is people will say, well, how come they don't come back for hundreds of years or 50 years? Because you hear stories of kids being born nowadays. You hear these stories of these kids being born, and these kids are talking about how they lived on Earth before and they were this person and they died in a fire. And they're like, damn, that fire happened 120 years ago or something, or 200 years ago, or even 50 years ago. And how are you here right now in front of us, and how do you remember that? So they say this. We die, we get to choose to come back. We come back, we're in a different vessel. We might remember our old life up until we're 4 years old. And then after 4 years old, we forget everything. We don't remember nothing. We forget it all. And it's just like we live a whole new life almost. You know what I mean? So like Buddha and a few other prophets out there, they all claim that, yeah, I'm going to return in 100 years and I'm going to be this, and this, or whatever when I come back. So, like, when they say that, what does that mean, right? So let's think of us dying, and then we die and we go to a place and we decide we want to come back into multiple different people. Can we do that? Is that a thing? Possibly. We don't know. But at the same time, these are all theories of things that can happen when you die. According to the UFO'S, that they're saying that death is it's like an infinity loop, But now hear me out, right? Say we were born into this earth with no parents. They say you only get one set of parents your whole life. So say we come into this earth with no parents. Say when we die, we go somewhere where there's no parents. And they teach us how to live in that realm, in that lifestyle. But they're not teaching us how to be gods or how to be great like they did on this earth. When we came to earth, when we're born into earth, they don't teach you how to own a business and run it and hire employees. They teach you how to work for it. They teach you how to basically start at the bottom. They teach you how to work and learn the business before you own the business. You know what I mean? They don't teach you right off the rip, oh, here, you're the boss. This is what you got to do to continue being the boss. You know what I mean? And they don't teach that in school. So now if we die and we're born somewhere else, or we go somewhere else, and what if we don't have no parents there, and some guy just comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, you work for me now." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm your leader now. You know what I mean? And this could be our heavens and our hells. Now, I'm not saying that the Bible is fake or religion isn't real, because religion is very real and religion is very serious. It's just transcripted in a way where we can understand it. But in actuality, it is a real story and real life events happen behind every verse. So, that being said, death is pretty much not scary to a UFO or alien. But who's to say that that's not just their belief? Like how we believe we go to heaven or hell, they might believe that they live longer and they go to a different this and that and this. I've also heard stories of aliens trapping souls. They talk about trapping souls and then moving them to different places. And they've also talked about the timing. Now, they're saying that when you die, 1 day dead is equivalent to 10 years on Earth. You know what I mean? So if you're dead for 2 days, that's 20 years gone on Earth. You know what I mean? Like, that's the equivalent of life after death, which is pretty insane if you ask me. And it also makes a lot of sense because you can choose to go to the other side, or not choose, but if you die and you transition to the other side, and you choose to come back a week from now, that's 70 years, that's 100 years. You're not gonna know nobody. You're not gonna be in the same place. You're gonna start a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game. So I could see how certain spirits or certain individuals won't come back to this earth for 100 years or 200 years, and us as the people will never see them again or never be able to, live that life with them again. It all makes sense in that sense. But it's still all mystery and speculation. Now I'm going by what UFOs and aliens and through my research. Now, I've heard stories from this guy Walton, who basically was abducted by UFOs, and says how he woke up on a ship and there was little green creatures around him. And then these not green creatures, I'm sorry. There was these little gray creatures around, like grayish white aliens, short, 4 foot nothing, big eyes, big heads, small bodies, that whole deal. And he was scared. He woke up, he grabbed a cylinder. He said he was in a narrow room, a real skinny, narrow room. He said that he was sitting on this table, and he swung a cylinder around, to a glass cylinder, it looked like, to get the aliens or the UFOs away from him. You know what I mean? And then they all swarmed out the room and they all went left. So he decided, oh, let me go right, just to get out the room and get through the door. So now he finds a table with some buttons next to it. He's pushing all the buttons, trying to get out and see if the doors are opening. Nothing's opening. Next thing you know, some humanoid looking figure guy, long hair, everything, and he's wearing now the UFOs. This is interesting too. The UFOs were wearing orange jumpsuits, the short ones, the short grays. They were wearing orange all over, coveralls, and the human was wearing blue coveralls, all blue coveralls, like all blue coveralls, right? Almost similar to what I'm wearing right now. I wouldn't call it all blue coveralls, but this is what a coverall would be. You know what I mean? Not a zip up like this in particular, but it'd just be a all suit coverall, and it'd be one piece. That's what a coverall is too. There's no separation. It's just one suit. And I can see that. And then, this guy is not really speaking. He's asking this humanoid all these questions. Where are we at? Are you an alien? Is this UFOs? Asking him all these things. Where are we going? How are you opening these doors? Boom, boom, boom. He's also having trouble breathing. The air, he said he felt like he kept gasping for air and trying to get air. Then he also said that this gentleman was wearing a helmet. So maybe that's why he didn't hear him. The dude had like a helmet, like a spacesuit helmet on. And then the guy runs him into this room, and then there's nothing but humanoid in there. And he said that they were very attractive women, and they're all wearing blue overalls, and they looked human, but they also looked alien, and they were very attractive, and they were all in this room, and they were all pulling him to sit on the table, forcing him down on the table. They all held him down, forced him on the table. He was screaming. They popped the IV in him. How he knew it was an IV, I don't know, but I'm just assuming that he knew that there was an IV, and I guess there even might have been some communication. He wasn't very too clear on all the talk, but he was basically giving us a broad view of everything that was happening to him, and then how he woke up, and after he woke up, he was dropped off and left. You know, but a lot of these stories, man, is really scary because one, why are they taking us? And then just to put us back. Two, what? It's just okay. So there's UFOs and there's alien ships above my house, and I'm documenting them and I'm filming them as much as I see them. But it's like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? What does that mean? Number one, and like, I'm just kind of confused. Like, what is their purpose here? Why is there so many of them? And why won't they just come down here? Is that, and how do they have so much energy to stay up in the sky? And how can they maneuver the way they're maneuvering? Now, another thing too is there was some F-22 Raptors flying around in my town, right? That I'm living in. And there's this top of the mountain spot, the Butte, and you can drive up there. Excuse me. You can drive up there and pretty much see the whole city. So I drive up there. I'm up there with my boy. All of a sudden, we park the truck, and he just goes, "Yo, what is that?" And all we hear is like almost like a rocket was about to smash into the mountainside, or a plane was about to just crash into where we're staying. And it just was loud, and it shook up the truck a little bit. And I'm like, bro, we got to get out of here. I'm like putting the car in drive, like trying to get out of there. And it was just scary. It was just really, really scary. And we look up, and it's two F-22 Raptors. Now, the reason I know it's an F-22 Raptor is one, because of this, the how fast this thing was going, and the way it was maneuvering, and the way they crossed each other while they went up like that. That was amazing. Not only was it amazing, but it was just something that was just out of this world. Like, wow, there's F-22 Raptors. So I look them up, look them up, do my research. Now, F-22 Raptor is about $380 million. And it is one of the fastest, baddest things in the sky that the United States government owns. And it is just amazing. It is really amazing. I can't even describe the capability and the type of speed that this thing can do in the air. It's one of the fastest, baddest things we own. And it also is capable of shooting guns and missiles from from it. And it's also one of the main aircrafts that we use to chase UFOs in the United States. So if we have an unidentified aircraft in the sky, or if we're trying to put down something, or protect our land, and we're trying to do it quick, we launch those bad boys right there. Once those things are in the sky, boy, let me tell you, you better look out, because these things are fast and furious, and they do damage. And if the pilot behind it is just as smart as the technology that's on that thing, God bless your soul, because that thing is gonna do damage. And I've seen, and we've all seen these things chase UFOs, or almost keep up with them in a sense, keep up with the UFOs as they're moving at ridiculous speeds and stuff like that. But these are the only aircrafts that we have that can keep up with the UFOs, that can potentially shoot at these things and get at these things. So like 2 days ago, we see two F-22 Raptors in the sky, broad daylight, just psh, 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 going crazy. Everybody heard it in the town. Everybody seen it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, who do we report this to? Why would we? You know what I mean? I want to call the police, but it's like, what for? What? They're probably just as trying to figure out shit that we are. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? And I don't know. It's just amazing. So those F-22 Raptors are there, and then 2 days later, or a day later, I see a freaking giant mothership right above my house, and this thing was moving, and it was big. This thing has to be about 6 football fields long. And like, it is huge. It is freaking huge, and it is thick too. It is not small. It is not tiny. Like, if you think about it, an airplane looks smaller than it. Like a Boeing 747 looks smaller or it looks small in the sky at the same distance as these UFOs, but these UFOs are looking big at that same distance. So just imagine when they land or when they come down, they're huge. They're probably humongous. Like, I don't even understand. Like, so I just wanted to talk to you guys about that, because I don't know who else to talk to about this. At this point, I'm going probably try therapy. Um, I just don't know what to expect, and it's like, I'm not questioning my religion. It's not my religion that I'm questioning. It's more like, what is actually going on out here? Like, should we be worried? Should we be prepared? Like who are these people, and what is actually going on above us and within us? I'm pretty sure too that we've walked amongst UFOs and aliens, and we've seen them, and I'm pretty sure that we've been there with them in the same room, or even worked with them. I'm pretty sure it's happened. But my thing is, like, what is going on? Like, why? I'm just so confused. And if they are smarter than us, and if we have met with them before, what do we know? And what else can we get from them that? And I'm pretty sure, like, think about it this way. Let's say this: the government did meet up with them, and they did have a meeting with them. Let's just say that, and the aliens told us what they told us. Who's to say that's not a lie, and that they're just leading us on? We don't know. I don't think we'll ever know the real truth. I talked a lot about the UFOs, and I talked a lot about the death, and I talked a lot about the other people who've been abducted and came back and told us stories of being on these ships and doing all this stuff. So I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I mean, I don't need nobody knocking on my door looking for me, wondering, what's going on, why I got all these videos, and who are all these people and things. So you already know, it's your boy AB. I will be making some more videos. Trying to get back in the groove of things. Just been trying to work and stay busy, But you already know it's your boy AB. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Peace.